It's time for your healing. Introducing the Healing Station, home of the incredible Healing Station oils, featuring the #1 biblical anointing oil. Be healed with 7 different oil blends and beautiful prayer shawls to enhance your time with the Lord. Need prayer? Visit the website at myhealingstation.com with a live prayer chat. For more info, call 815-483-9874. Visit the website at myhealingstation.com or on Facebook and Instagram. Get your healing with the Healing Station. It's time for your healing. Introducing the Healing Station, home of the incredible Healing Station oils, featuring the #1 biblical anointing oil. Be healed with 7 different oil blends and beautiful prayer shawls to enhance your time with the Lord. Need prayer? Visit the website at myhealingstation.com with a live prayer chat. For more info, call 815-483-9874. Visit the website at myhealingstation.com or on Facebook and Instagram. Get your healing with the Healing Station.
So you think you in love with me, but I'm not the girl of your dreams, 'cause I've been rocking and dodging the beat of love. Baby, I'm not the one for you. I'm not letting you on 'cause you know my truth, but I know just what to do for you, 'cause when that Jones come down, hey, na 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 na, hey, ooh na 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 na. When that Jones come down, hey, nothing you can do about it, hey, ooh na 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 na.
Good evening, and welcome to my sister circle. My head kind of cricket. Let me see how I can work
There you go.
this out.
There we go.
Okay, all right. Good evening, welcome to my sister circle. How are you guys? It is so good to be back at the studio. I'm so happy. It seemed like it's been forever since we've been in the studio. Somebody told me earlier, like it's only been a little minute. I'm like, you don't understand. Like 3-4 weeks. 3-4 weeks out the studio is a really long time. Charlie, can you turn me down a little bit, please? Just a tiny bit. Hey, O.
Hi.
How are you? You look beautiful today.
So
Wait,
you.
now don't be Can you turn me up just a tad bit? Thank you. I appreciate you. It is so perfect. Thank you. How are you, O?
I'm good. How are you?
You look so beautiful. I'm good.
Yeah.
It was a refreshing week, and we are refreshed, and we had to put some things into perspective. I know I did. Did you?
Yeah.
Is Neon?
Yes, it did.
Okay. All right, cool.
Miss Nia's coming.
So, hello everybody. I am your host, Dewana. Everybody calls me Coach D here at the studio and at my sister circle. And to my right is the beautiful, the wonderful O. Hey, O.
Hey.
And then we have remotely our other co-host, Miss Nee. Hey, Nee. Can you hear us
Hey.
yet? Oh, she can hear us.
I can hear y'all.
Okay, cool. Oh, look, Nia's on the actual
I see
page.
her
I
now.
love
Okay.
that. Okay,
What?
Nee.
I hear you.
Hey, Nee, how's your week been?
It's been good.
It's been good.
It's been busy.
Just turn her up just a little bit. So I am excited. I was just telling, I don't know if you heard me, that I am excited to be back in the studio. It's been like 3 weeks. Has it been 3 weeks or 4?
I want to say 3.
So it's been 3 Thursdays since
Thursdays.
since we've been here in the studio, and I'm actually just really excited. I told my husband earlier, I said I'm really nervous to go to work today. And he's like, "Why?" I'm like, "We haven't been there."
I
Like,
don't know why you're nervous.
oh, it's
This is like
This is
home now.
ministry work
Well, oh yeah, Lord Jesus. When you put it like that.
to the pulpit.
Yeah, when you put it like that, it does feel like, all right.
Going to the
No, you
pulpit.
can't look at it like that.
I can't look at it. I
No.
like my job. I love it. Oh, I can't look at it like that for you, Nee, because Nia be like, "That's all right. I'm done."
No, I'm not talking about that. No,
The
I'm
pulpit?
saying like, if you feel like it's work, you gotta feel like it's it's helping, it's healing.
Well, it is work for me. I love it though. Because I'm doing the work that God told me to do. So for me, it is work, and I love that. I love that I can call this work versus a traditional 9-to-5 work. I absolutely love that I can call this work.
There she is.
Hey, beautiful.
Like, hey,
Hi, sister. How are
y'all doing?
you?
Good. I like her hair like that.
This background is giving me everything I need today.
So yeah, we dig in the background, and it's definitely giving us some energy over here at the studio. We dig in that background. Love it, love it,
Thank
love
you.
it, love it. So what's been going on, Nee? What? Hit me this
Well,
beeping.
I'm packing because I'm traveling tomorrow.
Okay.
Well, I got clothes on the suitcase, but
You got more than what I typically have.
so yeah, I'm traveling. I'm flying out tomorrow. Actually, I'm coming there. I'll be home. My niece's quince is this
I was
weekend.
gonna let her tell you. I'm glad you said it because I was gonna tell after the show. So I'm glad Nee said it. I was just like when she well we're in the studio today.
Right.
What?
No, he said, so seriously, you're coming here and you're not going to be at the studio? So I'm going to plan something for the studio. I was going to talk to Charlie about it and get with Nee about it. And we're going to plan something. Okay?
Yeah, that's why I had to tell y'all ahead of time because I ended up sneaking. Huh?
How long will you be in Michigan, Nee?
To the 9th.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's a long little trip for me because I'll be in and out.
Okay.
So I am excited that she's here. The last time she was here, she was definitely in and out again. This in and out this time. So that time before, so I didn't get to see her. But typically when she comes in, we got to kind of shoot a move real quick. Like we don't do old stuff that we used to do, like old moves shot.
Them old moves.
We don't do the old things that we used to do, but yeah, don't ask. Nah, don't ask. Not on air.
Tell me in this ear right here. I won't tell nobody.
Man, I don't remember.
Just understand that we have been in each other's lives for 22 years. So imagine what link up means to us. Mm-hmm. Imagine. Okay, that's what I'm going to say. Imagine. Use your imagination. What link up means to us.
Well, don't because.
Can't even get it out.
Look, I gave her, wait a minute now.
You don't leave nothing to people's imagination, girl, because people are wow. We ain't wow. Listen,
I agree.
Wow.
Hey, whatever. Do what they do. Okay, so real quick before we get too far into, because we haven't been able to be together in so long. Now we having this goofy moment in this time, but that's what it's about. Yes. Sisterhood, sistership, and we definitely love being together and in each other's presence. So the first thing I want you guys to do is come on here, even my co-host, I need you guys all to tag in at least 5 people, share it to groups, tag your people in. So we're going to take a quick second. We're going to tag people in. Charlie, do you got a quick commercial? Oh, don't kill me today. All right, I love you. Thanks, Charlie. All right, so we are going to go to a quick commercial while we tag a few people in and get this party started.
No matter who you are, no matter where you come from, there is a force that unites us all. Join the movement and let your lips do the talking with Aide Cosmetics. Available on aidecosmetics.com.
All right, so welcome back everybody. All right, so we did our job. We tagged in people. We shared it. As you guys are on, you guys can continue. As you come in, you guys can continue to share it and continue to like the page and continue to share it to groups. Continue to tag people in. So our topic today, what's our topic?
Choosing myself.
Choosing myself. So I'm putting myself first as our topic. That's a good one. That is a good one. So before we dive into our topic, we actually have a special guest on today as well that is going to come in remotely, and we also want to go to our Sister of the Week and shine our light on our Sister of the Week. If you guys are new to the show, our Sister of the Week is always done every week. We choose a sister. We used to collectively come together, but that kind of we was getting so many people to pour in nominating Sisters of the Week. And because we're busy and, you know, we have lives outside of my Sister Circle show, we do actually, Charlie, we do. But so we each one of us choose a Sister of the Week. So I chose Sister of the Week this week, and you guys can go ahead and put Sister of the Week up, Charlie, if you're ready. Okay. Our Sister of the Week is the beautiful Chantel Jackson, the Executive Vice President of the One TV Network here at the studio. So she is the Executive Vice President for the studio that we do My Sister Circle in. And so when I chose Chantel, because, you know, one thing we always want to do is not only encourage our fellow sisters, but actually shine lights on our fellow sisters. And she's out here and she's really doing amazing things. Let me tag her in. She's really out here doing incredible things right now. So she was just appointed as the Executive Vice President of this network. She has a new business venture that she's on right now that is, I mean, she's an amazing media person anyway. So what she does is she's into media and social network and things like that, trying to, she levels you up on social media. Okay. So she's very good at doing motivational speaking and emceeing and doing all kind of things like that. So the flyer that you see on the screen, How to Go Live and Thrive, is her newest baby, where she is doing a 30-day massive action challenge, and the total cost is $497. And if you look down, the challenge gives you so many things. She has guest trainers that is going to come and train you to go live and thrive. She's going to actually train you herself. You see, it's 15-20-minute educational videos daily, weekly 90-minute group calls, and feedback for questions and answers. Because right now, the time that we're living in, everybody is doing everything on social media. All of your business, all of your business is thriving through social media. So her being a media person and actually having that class that she's doing actually helps you boost your productivity, networking, things like that. So she's a great person for you to go to and get that those things done. She actually has a business called Rich Girl Marketing Solutions. She actually has a talk show here, guys, called In the Know. In the Know is a talk show she's had. In the Know, Charlie, how long has she done In the Know? So in a year here, but how long has In the Know been? Since 2017, and she came here to this network a year ago. Okay. So almost a year she's been here. So you guys want to check her show out on Mondays at 8 p.m. She has amazing guests that comes out to the studio that she has come in remotely. So she's an amazing person, and she's doing great things right now. So I just want to tell her congratulations on being our Sister of the Week, because definitely she is a person that since 2016. Thank you, Chantel, and congratulations. She is, if you guys look on the screen, this is how her set looks here at the studio, and she interviews amazing people here in the studio on her talk show In the Know. So if you guys look at her setup, she has everything. As you can see, it's all professional, and she executes it very well. So congratulations, Chantel. You are definitely deserving of being our Sister of the Week here at My Sister Circle. Congratulations. So, guys, I'm excited about our guests.
I am too.
So,
I love this topic.
So Nee, do you have the Facebook post real quick in front of you that I sent you guys before we bring on our Sister of the Week? Because I really want I really want to read it, have so people can hear it.
It's in my. If you text it to
Charlie, that's okay. I can read it.
How I say it's on my phone, which I'm on now, but
Send
this
it to
other
you?
phone.
I was gonna say I have it.
Okay, you got it?
Yep.
Okay, so is gonna send it to you. So guys, our our guest here today, our guest is Linda Mosley. So let me give you guys a little bit of background about Linda Mosley and why I even chose her to come on, to invite her out to come on the show. So I was scrolling Facebook like last week, I want to say early last week, and I came across a post that someone had posted. And when I read the post, you guys read it, right?
Yes.
I was freaking amazed, like, she's thinking what I'm thinking. Like, her thoughts are my thoughts right now. Like, everything I'm feeling, she just wrote out.
Right.
And so everything was amazing. So I shared the post, but then I reached out to her. It was probably like, I don't know what time it was. You know how I do. I reach out to somebody at whatever time. Right. Be like, hey, they'll read it in the morning. It is what it is.
Yeah.
So I reached out to her and invited her to do the show because I thought that this topic was so important, and in this time, I mean, it was just an important topic. So Charlie, can you put the post up on the screen, please? Did you send it to him?
I tried to send it through. My connection is.
Oh, okay, I'll send it to him. You can keep talking then. Go ahead.
No, I read it and I was kind of, I'll be honest, right? I was kind of taken back.
Mm-hmm.
I was taken back, not in a negative way, but it kind of I felt conviction, because as a woman and as a mom, I always think that, like, no, my kids come first and I'm last and you're supposed to be last and be selfless. But then when I read it and I was like, you doing this wrong a little bit, Orion. you kind of treat, but you know what though? I think it is just second nature to kind of put yourself last, because you think that, like, I have kids, I'm supposed to take care of my spouse, or I'm supposed to do this, I'm supposed to do that, and I'm last on the totem pole. I've always thought like that. But then reading her post, I was like, I need to make some adjustments in the way that I care for me.
Okay. I agree.
Big adjustments.
I agree. So actually, Charlie, I'm not going to screenshot it because it's so long. It'll be broken up. So I'm just going to read it, okay? All right. Nee, was you about to say something?
No, I was just, you about to read it, but I was just about to say about having to overflow so that you can give. Because a lot of times we give and don't have to give, and be depleted. And then who's there to pick you up? You know what I'm saying? The kids, of course, they're going to bring joy. And of course, they bring what they bring. But at the same time, you have to be overflowing in order, I feel like, in order to give properly.
I agree.
And what I mean by properly is make sure that you're taken care of so that you can take care of
I totally agree. So, Charlie, you can bring her on. I'm going to go ahead and read it while you're bringing her on. Is that okay? She's not? Okay. Okay, great. So this is the post that she wrote, and I want you guys to listen, and then she's gonna come on and she's gonna talk a little bit about it. So when people ask me how I do it with all mine, it's simple. I put myself first, not my kids. They do not come before me. People don't say that enough because they're scared of how society might see them. It says F them people. Do they motivate me? Absolutely. Do I take them into consideration with how I carry myself or my decisions? Of course. Will I give my life for them? Without question. However, once I decide to take care of me, I became even better for them. I take breaks. I take trips. I believe in hiring nannies. I say no. I cancel plans without feeling guilty. I identify when I feel overwhelmed and know when to step back. I set boundaries with them. I believe in cleaners. I take naps. I go on dates. I go to therapy. I do things alone. I pamper myself and get cute. And I do not feel guilty about any of it. Why? Because mommy shows up every single time, emotionally, physically, financially, mentally, and spiritually, without question for them. Normalize moms taking care of themselves. That whole stressed out, sleep deprived, emotionally broken woman ish is played out. Sis, go find you and love on you. Your kids will appreciate it.
Even hearing somebody else read it gives me chills.
It went viral, just to let you guys know. It went
I saw.
It went viral. It's 29.8 thousand shares.
Right.
Okay. And here's the reason. Here's the reason why. Because moms have thought this all along, but just like she said, because you're too afraid of what people are going to think.
Yeah, because there's a negative connotation and
Absolutely
behind it. If you say I put myself first, it makes you look like you're selfish, but that's really not at all what she's saying. She's saying that I have to be a whole person, like Nee said. My cup has to be full so it can overflow into my children, and it makes lots of sense, and it's very brilliant.
Yep.
It's not selfish at all. It's actually the proper way to run a household, to run yourself, to take care of your children. You have to put yourself first.
That's right. So is she on yet? No? Okay. That's okay. We'll keep going. So so that's the reason that I reached out to her. She doesn't live here in Michigan. I believe she lives Louisiana.
Yeah, I was going to say
maybe
down south.
Louisiana. I did. Yep. I gave her the right time zone. So when I seen that, I was so amazed, which made so I didn't have a topic at first when I sent her the invite to come on the show, but immediately it was only fitting for the topic to be I'm putting myself first. It was only fitting. Yeah. And that's not putting yourself first at just mothers, just putting yourself first, but that's not just women putting yourself first, but that's men as well. You have to put yourself first. So let's talk a little bit about that until she comes on. She's here? Okay, perfect. All right. Hello, beautiful. How are you?
Hey.
You can hold on one second. Can you hear us?
I can. Can you hear me?
Okay, we can hear you now. Can you hear me?
Hey,
Yeah,
I can.
Okay, amazing.
Use my hair.
That's okay.
I was just gonna say I love it. I was just gonna say I love your hair.
See?
I'm for real.
Thank you.
So I'm Dewana. I'm Coach D. This is
I'm loving the red, the green.
Thank you. This is O.
Hi, how are you?
And Miss Nee is here on the screen with you.
Hey.
Oh, we all on the screen with her.
Yes. Oh, look, I have to move my thing. Okay.
All right. So
I usually just put it over mine.
So we definitely we read the topic. I mean, we read the post, the Facebook post before you came on, so that our audience could hear about the Facebook post. So before we dig into the Facebook post, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I do a lot. Okay. It's like to downplay a little bit. So I'm a single mom. I'm 5. And I also have my nephews as well. So I'm doing 7 right now.
Wow.
Yeah. I work full time. I just turned in my graduation application. Whoop whoop. So
Okay.
this is my last semester. I've been a full time college student. I sing and independent artist as well. I do run my organizations, and I also have a business where I do like boutique and jewelry, handmade items. So I have my hands in a lot of things, to say the least.
I love it. Women. Yeah. It's just women doing their thing.
Yes,
of course.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Okay. So how long have you been in community outreach?
Oh my God, girl. It's been at least, I want to say going on 13 years now. Mm-hmm. And so even like we've lived in at least, I want to say 7 different cities with my children. We move. Child, we travel a lot. Mm-hmm. And so I have my hands in every city, every state we've moved in. We're heavy humanitarians. And so I know for me personally, I experienced homelessness at one point with my children. It was extremely not only humbling, it was a extreme transition to kind of process mentally, spiritually, emotionally, and try to just kind of come out on top from that. And so I wanted to be sure that not only did I give back, but my children were a part of that. So even before the organization came along, we were very heavy into the shelters, like the men's shelters. Typically, Thanksgiving and Christmas, we're volunteering. We're in there. Even outside of holidays, we do a lot of hands-on. I'm very passionate with the homeless population. No matter what city, what state I move into, I'm always kind of very hands-on with where are they at, what do they need, what do the shelters need, what outreach things are available. That way, if I meet other moms, other people, a lot of the times people reach out because they know either we're connected through my organization in Missouri, St. Louis, whoop, whoop, that's where I'm from. So either they'll reach out to me from there, or they'll reach out to one of the staff, and the staff will reach out to me. We get a lot of people that, they'll come in. Like we had a mom a couple months ago, she reached out because she was struggling. And so they'll reach out and kind of we'll put funds together. And I like to call myself like the hidden fist, because I don't do a lot of like out there. I'm not going to be like, yeah, here's my face on the camera, I gave this to her. I'm just kind of like let's do this, go on about your business. Because I believe in, I say it all the time, effective sisterhood. Effective sisterhood. Because you have sisterhood that's like, oh, we're going to have a panel of motivational speakers and it's going to be great. And then you have effective sisterhood is like, I'm going to get in the trenches with you.
Exactly.
What you need. We're about to get dirty. Let's get it. And so I'm getting in the trenches with you. And so that, and also what really got me heavy into just doing the humanitarian work is because there are a lot of places where men do not get a lot of assistance. And although I am my sister's keeper first and foremost, I am also my brother's right hand. And so I kind of have that thinking collectively. And so that's when I was able to see like, okay, you know what? The men really don't have as many men's shelters as women's shelters. There are a lot of women and children shelters. There are a lot of domestic violence shelters. There are a lot of shelters for women and children. But then when it comes to the men, it's kind of like in this little pocket, so I love to do things that I'm passionate about, because that way, even when it gets ugly and it gets stressful and funds are tight, I know my heart is in the right place. And I'm like, we're going to go for it. We're going to keep doing it. So that was the long answer. I'm sorry, y'all.
No, we
that was
love
good.
it.
I was all like,
the effective sister part is what did it.
Listen, I'm telling you
tonight.
That alone, I mean, and then we do have some. So when you're speaking of the shelter and things like that, which business is that? Because I know I have the flyer, so I'm gonna have Charlie put them up. But which one is that?
Yes, so Just Us Community Outreach Group, as well as Painting with the Sis. Just Us Community Outreach Group was actually started by myself and four of my close friends at the time, and it was around during Mike Brown time, during the protest and everything. And so we were actually all out there protesting with each other. And then I was just like, okay, this isn't working. We need to start doing something else. We need to get back hands-on into the community. And so we would go into one of the local shelters there. Well, it was actually more so like I guess you could say like a hub for the homeless to come to during the day, where they would like eat and stuff. And so we would always get people to come in, because unfortunately it wasn't a lot of us. And by us, I mean Black people. I'm going to be extremely direct. It was not a lot of us volunteering to serve us. And that was a bothersome for me, because before I would just be by myself. And it was like, okay, these are my uncles, cousins, brothers, sisters. Everybody's looking like me, but I'm the only Black person here. It's not us here unless it's like mandated, unless it's like, oh, our sorority fraternity is coming, our church is coming, then we're going to serve each other. But it wasn't a lot of individual volunteers. And so we were just this group of young Black people, and they're like, oh, what church are you guys from? And we're like, we're not from a church. And they're like, oh, okay, that's fine. Well, what school are you guys from? We're like, from a school. And they're like, okay, so you must be from a company. Whose company do you work with? And we're like, we're not with any companies. It's just us. And that's how we came up with the name, because we're like, no, it's just us.
I love
and then we were like,
it.
Yeah.
Dope.
And so we're like, okay, this is what we're going to call it. And so with Painting with a Sis, even now I teach at a lot of the universities. literally, I travel a lot with my company. We do collegiate events. And so we do a lot of painting classes. And so even beforehand, I was like, I wanted to be able to give those in need the same type of experience that me and my girls experience, the same type of experience that me and my friends experience. So when I came up with painting with Assist and I registered that, what we do is basically painting with a twist for free. And I link up with local shelters, again, women and children shelters, domestic violence shelters. We provide everything from the paint, the brushes, the whatever they need. We provide everything. And what we do is we throw the events. Typically, what I'll do is I have other few artists that do the paint classes for me if I'm having my hands in something else at the moment. And I also try to bring in local artists and things like that. So I kind of do like a collective event, because a lot of the times where I would see like people come volunteer and they would say like, oh, we're going to give them coats. We're going to give them food, and don't get me wrong. That's nice. That's wonderful. And that's what I had to realize, even myself, from experiencing homelessness, was that I was human. I wasn't a drug addict. I wasn't an alcoholic. It wasn't that I had issues with my money and I just couldn't. Life just happened. And it's sometimes you need somebody to be around you who can allow you to experience life as a human being, and not just like, oh, you're going through it. Just take these scraps and be okay with it. So when we do Painting with Assist events, they are just beautiful. We just shower them with love. Like, girls, what do you want? You want to eat? Girl, here's your paintbrush. And if they got a baby, that's fine. We typically will have some babysitters on site. Somebody come, go give your baby to them, and they'll go, and just relax, girl, and enjoy this time. We're going to paint, and it's going to be beautiful. And if we have some local artists that are looking for exposure, or poets or comedians, we bring them on. Oh my God. So now you have a whole event in your shelter, and you are just having this wonderful night. And so that's how Painting with Assist started, because I'm a sis.
Everything about that. I love everything about it.
Awesome.
I love justice. I love everything about Painting with Assist. I love everything about it.
Because it's like, just because they're going through a hard time doesn't mean that they don't enjoy regular things that you would do if you did have money, if you did have the means to. So why should they be neglected? I love that you do that for them.
Yes.
Want to cry.
And if you think about it, a lot of the times, they can be expensive. They can be $50 a ticket. Because I know I've been to a few and I've taught a few, and I'm like, oh, that's pricey. But for someone to be able to experience just a form of luxury, just a form of relaxation, just to bring you back to the transition you hear right now. But let's remind you where you are. Let's remind you what you could be doing. To me, goes back to effective sisterhood.
That's right.
Because I want you to take this with you. Fix this now, and it be broken 30 minutes later. Then I didn't do my job. So, yeah.
Uplifting the spirit, though, that's how you do it. Like, giving somebody that experience helps uplift their spirit. And when you are in a high vibration, then you can change your situation.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Oh, that's so, I love it.
I love it too. So we are going to go ahead and dig into your Facebook post. Tell us about. So I did read the Facebook post. I know it's a few people that just popped in. So you guys are gonna have to read the Facebook post on your own. But you can go ahead and talk about it, because I want you to be able to definitely talk about this post, because it's freaking the dopest post ever.
Girl, let me tell you. So I have wrote it, and my friends on Facebook, they know. I am an ambivert. Most people don't know what that is. An ambivert is an extrovert that is typically introverted. So typically I am introverted, but I can be extroverted when need to be. So it's called an ambivert. But I can be very private. And so typically I'll rant. I'll get on there talking about my mom stuff. And they're like, I know that's right, girl. And so one of the girls was like, oh my God, I just wish you would make this public. And I was like, oh, fine, I'll do it. And then when it happened, I was like, oh my God. And
what
so
made you even? What was going on that you even thought to even write this post? Or what was your feelings? What was you going through? Like, what was the
kind of space were you?
Right. What was the space? What was the energy like that you even typed this post up?
Let me tell you. So I talk to my friend girls all the time. We talk about trips. We talk about breaks. It's just like a never ending. And so I remember I went out with my sister and my friends, some other girls, like maybe a couple weeks ago. We're at the club. I don't even do clubs, child. We're sitting in this little booth thing, and I see one of the moms, and she is just looking so cute. She got her little heels on. I'm like, yes, ma'am. You getting it? Yes, girl. And she's like, girl, I'm just out here, I'm just out here because they made me go out. And I was like, oh, girl, why are you, going out? And she starts telling about her husband and the kids and all this. And as I'm listening to her, she was telling me like they had been married, but they had never went on a honeymoon. Because they had the kids. It's like we never went on a honeymoon, and we never go on any vacations really. It's just because we got the kids. And I was listening to her, and I was like, God, this sounds like so many conversations I've had before with women where they just don't do because they're like, I got this long to-do list, and I need to be able to check everything else off. And typically, most of us, if not all of us, low key, we be control freaks. So it's like, if I don't do it, it's not going to get done. They're not going to do it right. So now even if we had 30 minutes of time, we've already filled that because now we know that 30 minutes is gone because we probably need to do X, Y, Z that so-and-so is not. And so I was just thinking about it. And I was even thinking about my own personal load with school, child. And I'm SGA president at my school. So I have responsibilities at school too. I have obligations there. So I got obligations at work, obligations at school, obligations to be a mom. And not only be a mom, be a present mom. That's hard. Mm-hmm. That is so hard, being present. Like, it's easy to go to work. Mm-hmm. It's easy to go to work. Easy to get easy to pay the bills. I mean, granted, you might have to work a few hours, a few more, but it's like the bare minimum is easy. Oh, you want something to eat? I can go to the store and buy you some, or I can go to the fast food place, but I can pick up some. But to be present with your child is hard because there's so much emotional and mental and spiritual load and responsibility on you 24/7 that you're trying to balance out. And when I was writing, I was like, I am going to rant because why? Because I don't want to curse out my children tonight. I don't want to whoop anybody. I don't want to go drink a whole bottle of wine. I don't want to go outside and pick a fight with the mailman. So I need to vent before I lose my mind. And so I was just like, no. I had, on my birthday, it was my 33rd birthday. I had did the same thing for the longest. My kids, when I was 22, my twins were just born. So at that time, I had a set of newborn twins, a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 3-year-old. At 22, that is when you're still finding yourself. Lord, you don't even know
how many. Wait, say the ages again.
Oh, baby, you heard it, honey. I had a newborn set of twins. Okay, I had a newborn set of twins, a 1-year-old, a 2-year-old, 3-year-old. That's 5 children. Yeah. Okay, there was no dropping them off at Granny's.
You look amazing because I probably would have.
Listen, edge is gone. You hear me?
No hair, wrinkles.
My hair to be gone.
I would be bald headed.
It's an anointing. It was an anointing on your life, okay?
Girl, okay.
And I tell you, I would sit there and I went through the whole rigmarole the first few years, trying to like just balance everything and be a mom. But I was just like stressed out because I'm so young and I got all this responsibility. And so unfortunately, it was a lot of years of mommy finding herself and trying to raise y'all simultaneously. Now, luckily, thank God, I have some amazing, beautiful children. They are very respectful. People always speak highly of them. They're like, oh my God, you got some really good kids. They're some well-mannered kids. I'm like, thank you. But in the back of my head, I'm like, child, woo, you don't even know the half of it. But I'll tell you, so when I wrote it, it was because on my birthday, I kid you not, I can't even tell you where they was on my birthday. They was at school or something. And baby, I told my job, I said I would be in late. I took my tail to the post office. I filled out for my passport. And when I filled out for my passport, I said, baby, you're gonna get cute. You're gonna put your good wig on. You're gonna take this good picture. And I took my picture. And it wasn't until a month later. Now, typically right now with passports, I think it's like 8 weeks out or something like that.
8 to 12.
I did not pay any type of expediting fee. I got it in 4 weeks. Child, in 4 weeks, when I opened it and saw that passport, my life changed like that. When I tell you I booked up so many vacations, because I said, okay, now at this time, my children are older. And then I got to start thinking back, and I said, you know what, Lynn, there's so many things you haven't done. It's so many things you haven't been able to experience. I've done a lot, but my kids were always on my hip. And because my kids were on my hip, that affected my romantic relationships, that affected my mental health, that affected my spiritual health, that affected my physical health. Okay. Because I was trying to hold too much at one time and barely was holding on to myself. Or my wig, child. I just started getting some really cute wigs in, by the way. That's just a side note. But
her.
that's okay. You know, barely holding on. Barely holding on, because if you think about it, social media, we have this hierarchy where we have to just come present, and we have to just be aware all the time and look perfect and look pretty and just look like we got to be at everything. You know how tiring that is. I got to come to all the football practices. I got to come to all the dance recitals. And then you showing up with a t-shirt, you got stuff stains on your shirt, your wig crooked, you know, you hungry. When do I get time for me? You know?
So my producer actually has the post. So while you're talking, he's gonna go ahead and put it up for those that didn't see it. So you can continue to talk. Go ahead.
And so, like, I wanted to make sure when I typed it, I wanted to be very forthright, as you see in that first one. And when I say I put myself first, not my kids, they do not come before me. And most people are, although the feedback has been beautiful, I know most people are just like, those are words people never say. And it's not because you don't maybe feel it. It's because you're scared to. You don't want to seem like you're a bad person. You don't want to seem like you're a bad mom. And so that's why I went on in the post to talk about all of the times I am present. And I remember growing up, my mom, she was very committed to the church. She was very committed. She was super committed to the church. She was committed to us. But a lot of the times, I think what happened was she barely made time for herself. And I'm pretty sure that's the story of a lot of our parents, you know, whether it was work, school, and the church. Definitely if you grew up Christian, work, school, church, those were the commitments. And everything else kind of falls by the wayside. And then maybe, you know, later on in their marriage, then they say, oh, girl, I remember when I used to get my hair done. Or later on down the road, girl, I remember when I used to go on vacations. Well, why you don't go no more? Who told you to stop? Who made you feel guilty for taking care of yourself? You get so many cases where there is children who are dealing with abuse. So many children are dealing with abuse. And I said it in a status before, and I'm going to say it again. I don't think any woman just outright is like, I'm trying to be a bad mom. You know, I'm setting out to be an abusive, terrible mother. It comes from stress. Absolutely. We all have different levels that we are able to take. Everybody can't take, I can take 5 kids, but that's because they're my kids. Now, if you present me with another new group of 5 kids, I might have to send them back. I might tell you I can't handle that. But we all have different levels of stress, different levels of things we can take. And it's like when I put that out there, I wanted to let other mothers know you are not alone. And it is okay to step back and say, no, I'm taking this time for me. No, I'm taking this time to do what I need to do for me. Because when I am better for me, I am better for you. When I am present with Linda, Linda is a better friend. When I'm present with Linda, I'm a better mom. I'm a better spouse if I'm in a relationship. I'm a better worker if I'm employed. I'm a better student if I'm in school. But if I neglect myself and I ignore my own needs to give you what you want, oh, baby, it's going to be some resentment. It's other stuff going on. I might just snap on you and you not understanding why I'm snapping, while I'm harsh with you right now, because I need a break. That's right. So I wanted to be able to empower other women, to give them that voice, because I have a code kind of thing, like who gonna whoop me, who gonna say something, and that's been like come on, let's go. And I want to empower other women to stick up and say no. It's okay. It's okay to say no. It's okay to step back. It's okay to say not right now. And so.
So tell us about so when you decided that, you know, you wanted to empower moms and let them know that it was okay, what did you do to offset that? So tell us about the thing that's coming up that I'll let him put the flyer up. I'll let him put the flyer up, but I want you to tell us about it.
I am so excited. Oh my God. Okay. So when everything had popped off, right? And the messages are coming in. Initially, I ain't gonna lie, I was overwhelmed because my mom, she always like, oh, Minister Linda. And I'm like, don't call me that. I'm not nobody's minister. That's her thing. And it was just, it was, and I ain't gonna lie, because I'm a Cancer child. Sometimes I cry. I do happy tears. And I was just happy tearing it up because I was like, oh my God, these moms. I mean, I had moms from London. I didn't even know it made it all the way to London. And they were just inboxing me and they were just expressing themselves like, I am so glad you said this. I'm so glad you gave me a voice. Today, one mom, she was just like, today, because of reading your post, I'm going to get my nails done. And I was just over here, child. I was just boo-hooing. I was like, oh my God, that is so beautiful. She's going to get her nails done. And I'm like, I don't know this lady, but but I was celebrating with her because I knew in that moment she was excited about that. So what I did, I contacted one of my best friend girls. She is a powerhouse mom, military mom. And I was like, girl, we need to do a retreat for moms. And so I was like, now I know your schedule is busy because my schedule is busy. We both got the kids. What do you think? And if you're not 4K, I'm just throwing it out there in the atmosphere. And she was like, oh girl, I'm down. Let's do it. And so we were like, okay, we're going to do a 5-day. Because at first we were like, we don't want to do a weekend. Because you know how sometimes you go on a weekend getaway and it's nice, but it's not enough. It feels like a taste. It feels like an appetizer. Nobody likes appetizers. Appetizers, you still want the meal, And so I said, well, no, the weekend's not going to be enough. And I said, okay, well, what if we did 5 days? This way that gives them a day for travel and 3 days of pure nothing but women. Nothing but just pouring into them and really just letting them relax. And so this event, honey, the mothers are getting served. We're only going to do it for 20 to 25 moms, all inclusive. The only thing you have to do, child, is find your way there. But as far as your lodging, food, drinks, beach excursion, all that stuff is taken care of. We got massage therapists coming in. We have so many things planned. For these days. We're definitely making this an annual thing. We're looking into, because I've lived a lot of places, she's lived a lot of places, to make this even if we do like mini versions of this throughout the year in different states, that is our goal. But it's to basically ground the woman. And it's not just for Black women. Baby, we don't care what you are. Mom is a mom, is a mom, is a mom. So this is for moms. And what we're doing is giving them that taste of luxury. It's even an education, time budgeting. Some people, we always talk about financial budgeting and you got credit helps out there. You got all this stuff. But sometimes you just need somebody to help you budget your time. Because if you got 2 hours after you drop little Jimmy off at basketball practice, guess what? That's 2 hours you could have been at the nail shop. That's 2 hours you could have taken a nap. That's 2 hours you could have went on Groupon for $20 and found you a nice restaurant and got you something to eat by yourself without sharing it with your children, without sharing it with anybody. That's 2 hours of quiet. But a lot of the times we find these little spaces and we find things to fill them with other responsibilities. So this retreat is just like rejuvenation. We don't want them to just walk away being like, oh, I feel empowered. I'm going to go start a business or whatever. No, I want you to walk away feeling armed for life, because that's what happened. When life comes, life hits you in the face. And so when life comes after this retreat and you walk into your house and your house is dirty, are you going to just lay everything else by the riverside and start cleaning? Or are you going to tell them, hey, it's time for y'all to get down here to clean y'all mess up? I'm about to go take a nap and I'm about to get me a candle and I'm about to go take me a bath. And I need it to be quiet and cleaned up when I come back down here. Women need to feel empowered to say that, to do that, because guess what? It doesn't make you unloving. It doesn't mean you're not nurturing. It doesn't mean you're not a good mom. You have to set boundaries. You have to set boundaries with your children. You have to set boundaries with your spouse. You have to set boundaries with your families, because sometimes you will get families that are from past generations that will tell you, oh, well, it's your kids now and it ain't about you no more. That's a lie. That's a lie. You want to know why? Because if people sat there and really deterred from that, I honestly believe we would have less people on drugs. We would have less people addicted to alcohol. People turn to vices to escape the stress. People turn to vices to escape the pain. They're trying to escape something. They're trying to get away from something. But if you learn, because sometimes you ain't going to get people that's going to come and take the bags off. Sometimes you just need to learn how to drop them. Let them sit there for a minute.
On the
you
floor.
can probably pick them back up later if you want to. But if you don't, it's okay. Learn to ask for help. Learn to, we definitely as Black women, we are taught young to be these like hard body, ultra independent. We got it. I don't need no man. He don't got it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna take it. Baby, absolutely not. No, no, ma'am, ham, Pam. I need help. I need help, and I need y'all to do it. Because just like you want updates and pictures of these kids, sometimes I need a break. So who can come over and watch them? Okay, who can I drop them to? Okay, is there a program out there that supports me if I need a break? What can we do? Can we get that in? Can we get that in the works? Okay, you know what? Mommy is here, is present. I'm glad you had a great day at school. I need an hour. And for that hour, y'all food is already cooked. Don't bother me. Don't come knocking on my door. Don't come asking me for nothing because ain't nobody bleeding. Nobody is dying. Leave me alone for an hour. I love you, but leave me alone for an hour. And in that hour, get yourself, because you might need to cry. Your kids don't know. You could have had a bad day. You could have had an argument with a man. Anything could have happened. You could have had a bad day at work. You need to cry. You need to release. You need to relax. The more you try to suppress your emotions and suppress what's going on with you and keep it in, and I'm going to be strong, guess what happens? That one time they don't pick up the trash. That one time he get a bad grade on his report card. That one time they don't, you're going to lose your mind. And now guess what? You've turned into what you don't want to be. You're going to have to apologize to your kids for being abusive. You're going to have to apologize to kids for cussing them out, beating on them. Why? Because you did not take the necessary steps to say, you know what? I'm getting a little overloaded. When your phone gets hot, what does that mean? You either need to power it off or you didn't charge it too much. So you need to leave your phone alone. So you got to treat yourself like you do your cell phones. We all love our cell phones. You got to treat yourself like you do your cell phone. When your cell phone tells you it's too hot outside, you need to get it out the window, or your phone is about to overheat. What do? We focus on that quickly. We say, oh my God, my phone is overheating. Let me find somewhere to cool it off. Now with us, our body reacts with us getting sick, with our hair falling out. We get stressed out. Our hair starts growing. We gain weight from stress. Our bellies get big because we carry stress and sugar. We start overeating. Our bodies start hurting. And we're trying to figure out why we got all these aches and pains. We carry stress in our shoulders and our back. Now we got lower back pain. Our bodies are telling us, just like our cell phones do, it's time for us to take a break. And what do? We ignore it. We ignore it and we just keep going, child. And it's time for us to stop that.
Well, this definitely was amazing. It's amazing that when how God works, though, because you were
right on time.
Came on, or we invited you on to talk about the post, but just giving us all of these other things, all of these other nuggets, and everybody on the feed is saying how powerful this is and how that they needed this, because we all do need this. And, even with the topic being putting myself first, I was talking to my sister earlier today and just talking about how, you have to reclaim your time. And it's okay to say no. It's okay to put yourself first and say no, and that say it's a season just for me. Yeah. It is. It really is a season just for me. And, it is based off of how other people, how you think that everyone is going to look at you because you're saying no. And not just moms, but dads, because my husband, I'm sure, needs his time to himself. I remember the other day, my husband wanted to go, I asked him to go do something, and he was like, okay, yeah, I'll go do it. Well, I was saying that I was going to ride with him, but he wanted some time for himself, and I missed it. Because I wasn't paying attention to the fact that, because he was like, yeah, I'll just cruise and go, go do it. And I'm like, okay, cool. Yeah. And then I said something, and he was like, oh, this is a family thing? Oh, no, that's all right. And I'm like, oh, shoot, you wanted to do this by yourself? Oh, I don't know, because I get my own times for myself, so of course you need your time for yourself. So
I feel like I should say thank you to you. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, Linda. When I read your post, I was like, what does she mean? She comes first. Blasphemy. Because Dewana will tell you, I am that mom that, I'm up at 6 o'clock making French toast and bacon, and here's your orange juice, and I ironed your clothes. But lately, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to put you all outside because my hair is falling out. No joke, Linda. For clumps, honey. from stress because you want to be present for your kids. You don't want to be a bad mom. You want to give them everything. You want to love them. Okay, yeah, sleep in my bed. Okay, yeah. But I'm like, when do I have a moment to just power down? So like, I'm joking, but I really want to cry because you solidified everything that I know that I need to do for myself as a single mother of 3 lovely but rambunctious little boys. It's nonstop. It's a 60-hour work week. It's making breakfast. It's laundry. It's their stuff. And I'm like, when do I get a chance to even pick my nose if I want to? I don't have time. There's no time to pick. But there's going to be time now thanks to you.
I love it.
So thank you.
I'm so glad you say, you know what?
Thank you.
I even think about it for not only just single moms, but as I say, even with spouses, because I have male friends. I have female friends too, but I love my bros. But we have to talk about is that sometimes, you know, we don't spend enough time with ourselves. So how would you know? If you are trying to actively date, or if you are in an active relationship and trying to show up for your spouse, how would you even know how to show up if you don't even know who you are?
Right.
You only know yourself as deep as a mother, but you don't know who you are individually. So how can they know how to please you, to make you happy, to, you know, make you feel loved, what your love language is, if your whole existence is being a mom?
Yeah,
who are you outside of that?
I have to learn that.
It's cultural, you know what I mean? Especially as Black women. I think with women, but with Black women too, you're taught. I mean, I was raised by Christian women that were in church, that were stay-at-home moms for a long time. And all I saw them do was take care of my grandfather and my dad and go to work and go to church. There was no time for reflection or being introspective and taking care of yourself. So now trying to break that generational thing, you're like, wow, this is a lot to do, but necessary. So I think it's great.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, so we only got like a couple minutes. So, Nee, I want you to go ahead and chime in because we only got a couple minutes, and then I need to make sure that this video gets played before we end.
Well, I'm happy that a mom said it because I don't have any kids. But it's always my understanding to fill yourself up, because if you're depleted, like we were discussing earlier, you can't give anything to anybody. And people are like, yeah, you don't got no kids. But I do understand, like, I had to take a step back from my family and be like, Tanisha, you got to work on you, because I got a lot of stuff going on. Mentally, I need to heal myself. Spiritually, I need to get in alignment. You know what I mean? So I will take a step back from anybody, go into my recluse, get myself together, and then fill my cup back up. And then I can come out walking with a real smile. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, one time somebody don't pick up, take out the trash, you snapping. Because why? You expect them to. Why? Because you give all of you. You're giving all of you on a continuous, constant basis. And how dare you not give me what I need when I need it?
There you go.
But guess what? They don't know you need it when you need it, because why? They doing them. they cup is full. 9 times out of 10, they cup is full. You know what I'm saying? Kids ain't got no worries. Other people that's asking, for your little last. If you can't do it, believe me, they can find somebody else that will. I promise you. That's what I have learned.
Oh, absolutely.
They will find somebody else to do, or guess what? They'll do it themselves.
But one last thing though, but it is our responsibility. It's our responsibility to reclaim that time though, to say no. It's not anyone else's responsibility. We can't, because if, just like Nee just said, their cup is filled, but it was us who didn't choose to say no, or it was us that didn't choose to take time for ourselves or put ourselves first. It wasn't them, because we have the right to say no. We have the right to put ourselves first, but we choose to put our children in front of us. We choose to put our spouse in front of us. We choose to say, no, I'm gonna work this overtime when you really don't want to work this overtime. We make the choice. So it's our responsibility to reclaim that for ourselves. So, a lot of times we like to put it on other people and say, no, I'm putting me first right now because, you've done this. No. It was a choice that you made. It was a choice that you made. But it's stuff that kind of stuff you have to learn for yourself. Like this past week, I for real had to shut down and say, no, I got to shut down, because if I don't, I'm going to be a wineaholic, and I'm really serious, and that's where I'm going to go. So, and I don't want to go there, but this is where I'm going to go, because I know me, and I know the things that I struggle with, and the things that are triggered for me. And, I'm going to go off the deep end. So let me do this. Let me sit here. Let me have my time to myself. The kids will come knock like, not can we come? Bruh, I'm telling you, I told you already it was a no. So it's a no. So I'm going to advise you not to ask me again. So, you know.
It's accountability.
It is. It is. And you have to be,
Yeah.
you have to take that into consideration when you're saying, you know, I'm depleted. Let me fill myself back. Let me be filled back up. But you have to take that into consideration and say, okay, but are you going to stick to that and say, I am accountable for making sure that I am filled back up and that I am the only one that will allow anyone else to deplete me.
And you know, really quick, a part of that event, and I've said it in a live before, the first nights, I just want moms to know, they'll post this so you'll know how to contact us. The first night is the purge. The purge is when you're going to pull out pictures of your babies and you get to feel guilty and you get to show other moms their accolades and their A's and B's, because baby, after that, we're not talking about no kids.
I probably should. I probably shouldn't come because I'm not gonna pull out nothing.
No, that's fine.
Me. I don't need to pull out nothing. I am so past that point. I don't feel guilty at all. Like not at all. I have someone close to me that really is like, so y'all just take trips without y'all kids all the time?
Yes.
Absolutely. This is my money. This is money. Absolutely. When they get their own, they can do what they do. This don't belong to them. They get fed, sheltered, they go to school, they get clothes, they get nice clothes and shoes. No, they don't have to go. I take them where I want to take them.
Right.
So yeah, I'm the mom that's like, not me. I don't feel bad at all. I'm more the mom that feels bad about not showing up to a football game. I'm more of that mom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
And that's okay. We're going to get, she say no.
Look, no, I'm the mom whimpering in the corner like, they had to have cereal. I ran out of bread to make brioche. Jesus, help us.
Yep.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's her for real.
Me.
That's her seriously.
Yeah, but I'm going to stop today, Linda. I'm done. I'm done today.
That's her seriously.
I'll stand with you in solitude.
Right. Our producer said we're going to do a Linda check-in next week. That's right. We calling you on the phone like, Linda. So did anyone have anything else to say? Because I really want to play this Issa Rae video. This Issa Rae video that has went viral. It meant everything to me right now in where I am in this season. Because like I said last week when me and O was doing the show, you know, one of the things that I said last week is I said I felt like the reason that I didn't want to not do the show for a couple weeks or shut down for a couple weeks is because I felt like this was my only normalcy at the moment. And when I realized that this was the only thing that was normal in my life at the moment, I was like, okay, this is a problem. I need to do something about this. My sister circle should not be my only normalcy in my life right now. I need to, you know, declutter and get everything together. So when I took my week, and I'm still actually going to take some more time too, but I am going to do the show. Okay. But I had to realize I've always struggled with being so perfect. Everything has to be in alignment. Everything got to be perfect. Everything got to be this, and that. Mm-hmm. I want to do everything in excellence, even when I'm broken, even when I'm messed up. I want to do it. But I really had to come to grips with it is me. I have to put me first right now. Amongst everybody and everything. And I think my co-hosts also agree with even themselves putting themselves first as well. So this
That's
was
where I'm at.
Exactly. So this Issa Rae video was like perfect. All right, so we're gonna play it really quick.
Season right now. I feel so bad for anybody who doesn't mute me, block me, whatever you need to do, because
I see it, but I don't hear anything.
It's my time.
You don't hear it? Can you replay it, Charlie? Can you see? Okay, so that video, I don't know if you guys heard it. I think she put it out a couple weeks ago. And I was like, when I heard it a couple weeks ago, Nee, I might have seen it. Did you share this, Nee?
I definitely had it
so
on my
I might have seen it on Nee's page first because it's that I think I did. And when I seen it, I was like, okay.
To say it's feeling like me season right now. I feel so bad for anybody who doesn't mute me, block me, whatever you need to do, because it's a me season right now. It's my time.
Absolutely.
Period.
That's it.
Oh
right
yeah,
there.
I can see that.
That girl said, I feel sorry for anybody that doesn't rock with me right now. Like, yeah. It's all up from here. It's all up from here.
That's
you know what I'm
it.
saying?
Indeed.
That's it.
Wow.
And I that stuck with me since I seen it. Like it's a me season, and I can't worry about, you know, I can't worry about if it's not done in the excellence that I want it to be done in, because it'll still be done in excellence because I'm still following the blueprint.
There you go.
So that's where I'm at right now, and I'm with Issa. Issa, if you watching, or
We staying with you too.
I'm rocking. That's what it is. It's the me season.
Yes.
For real.
All right.
One more time.
One more time. All right.
Right now, I feel so bad for anybody who doesn't mute me, block me, whatever you need to do, because it's a me season right now. It's my time.
We think our producer Charlie is getting off of bleeping her off. Something about that beat button is doing it for him tonight.
All right.
So going ham with that button.
Okay.
All
Can
right,
y'all hear it?
we are out of time, and I am so happy that you were on with us today, Linda. It meant everything that you said. Ladies, do you have anything for Linda?
I don't.
Again, thank you.
Reclaiming your time. Sorry.
Yeah. Again, thank you. And yes, that's all I can say is yes, Linda.
Yeah.
So real quick, because I love to network. I love it. So Linda and Nee is an artist as well. Nee is a musical artist as well. Linda's a musical artist as well. So we didn't get to get to that part of it, but that's okay, because we're going to post everything on our page that Linda has going on.
Yeah.
All her businesses, all her organizations, her music, where you can find her links. But I want you guys to network. Nee and Linda, I want you guys to network. Nee is in Atlanta. I want you guys to network. Please network.
You're 3 hours away.
I love it.
If you got any poetry events, like I will perform, you got any events, you need poetry, anything like that, yes, hit me up. For real.
Okay,
So,
we're going to get something together.
Congratulations, Linda, because Linda actually just dropped dropped music today. So congratulations on that.
Wow.
Thank you. Yeah, I just dropped a new single. I haven't dropped a single like 2 years, so I was like, I'm just going to sneak this over there now, Yeah.
So we appreciate you coming on with us today, Linda. Everything that you said helped our audience out. So guys, remember, there's no competition in sisterhood, and always remember to fix your sister's crowns. See you guys next week.
I'm gonna have a.
I know, right?
Keisha. I'm on like, yeah.
Bye.
Bye.
No matter who you are, no matter where you come from, there is a force that unites us all. Join the movement and let your lips do the talking with Aide Cosmetics. Available on aidecosmetics.com.